Hello Virgo rising and Virgo moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting April 3rd, 2017. And a quick reminder for y'all out there, remember your monthly astrology horoscopes are currently up on the main channel page under a playlist, all their own. Just look for all that yellow. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com. So, what is going on with your astrology this week, Virgo? Well, we've got a hell of a lot of energy going on at the last half of the week. I've been telling everyone the best half of the week is the latter half. And starting on Wednesday, we've got Mars, currently in your 9th house of travel, okay, international travel, multicultural exposure, your spiritual life, as well as your higher education, forming a gorgeous connection to Pluto, currently in your 5th house of love and romance. And there could be an opportunity to actually get closer to a lover, or to take a lover on a big adventure, or to even meet a new lover from a foreign land. Now, we may not necessarily be literally flying off on Wednesday, and in fact that would be ill-advised considering the planets right now, but I would say that you do want to be open to this, because a lot of you are getting your horizons broadened, and you may actually have an opportunity to even bond with a partner or a crush over this, or to find one during this time. Now, this is about everyone stepping into the unknown and into the unfamiliar. You know, we are going away from the safe space that may be a closed circle, whether it be a closed academic circle, a closed social circle, a closed religious circle, a closed political circle. There's something that's really kind of, expanding the horizons of your personal reality, and there will be a lover involved, whether they be brand new or somebody that you are already going to be enjoying that time with. Later on the week, we do have the Sun in Aries in your 8th house of intimacy and shared resources, forming an opposition to Jupiter in your earned income sector. And there's going to be a point this week where you are noticing that we could actually start to wrap up some kind of financial issue where we are either trying to save money for a big expenditure, such as a car, a house, something along those lines, or maybe even just to pay off a major debt. We're noticing it's starting to, I guess you could say, substantiate a lot faster. We're ahead of schedule when it comes to this big savings plan, which is absolutely gorgeous. However, the Sun opposite Jupiter can indicate here that just because you are noticing it happening faster, it doesn't mean that you need to rush it ahead. So be careful this week. You may be feeling tempted to start writing a bunch of checks, or start doing that house hunting, or start doing all of those things just because we know it's happening sooner than later. Don't hurry this along. This is giving you an option and a gift to have more after you take care of it when you're supposed to, not to hurry it along right now, okay? Just enjoy a fat, happy wallet for a little while. So what's going on with your cards this week then? Well, for your spiritual advice, we have the card of vulva. I know, but it's spelled with an O. And this card is basically talking about fruition and forced fruitions happening, or things coming to fruition, things that you've seen coming. We're finally reaching the end of the final chapters. There's a lot of guidance and directions from this card. And again, we are going to be getting ready to wrap things up and bring things to a close. You're going to be seeing a lot in the way of, fated encounters this week, whether they be, for whatever reason. In fact, the thing about this card is that you may even be noticing that things that you've wanted to wrap up, goals that you've had, plans that you've had, ideals that you've wanted to get underway, are starting again to come in their own time. And you're going to be seeing that you're getting towards the end of that journey. But the thing about vulva is again, don't get in fate's way, don't get in destiny's way. Just because we know it's coming in 4 weeks, we don't want to put it off or mar it by trying to rush it in now just because, we're getting a little too excited. Okay, so big theme of that for the Virgos. Not used to that, are you? For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Queen of Swords reversed. Well, it can't all be a bowl of cherries, I guess. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords reversed, we are going to find ourselves at odds with somebody this week who we kind of notice is actually trying to hold us responsible for something that is not our responsibility. Possibly even trying to demand some kind of special treatment or even compensation for an infraction or maybe even an offense that you did not commit. And with the Queen of Swords reversed, this could be something that could be coming up because a client or a customer is complaining about something else. They may be trying to monopolize a lot of our time. And the Queen of Swords reversed is saying, unfortunately, she is playing by the rules in order to get this. So this is a personal issue. This isn't something that we can just go and say she's violating this or she's doing something wrong. You know, and usually with the Queen of Swords reversed, the issue is bitterness. The issue is bitterness, and I don't even think that you could have put that there. Okay? This is the type of person, it's, you know, it's never their fault, it's, you know, it's God, Mom, the government, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that when we look at the Queen of Swords reversed, though, it is important to pay attention to where it's okay to fight her back. And that's a very important thing to pay attention to, because that may be a big lesson at work this week. You may need to fight her back in an interview, looking for a new job, to be able to contest, or to demand an appeal, or to contradict something that she's putting on the table that we know is incorrect, that she may know is incorrect, because this may be personal. So it's okay to fight her back. I'm just going to keep putting that out there. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the World card reversed. And there may be actually a second chance opportunity coming your way. A friend or a relative may be putting something back on the table to reunite over a special adventure or a special project that we wanted to do a long time ago, and maybe we never got to do it. You know, we've all had those, you know, those special weird little fantasies with our friends when we're little kids, that we're going to have a TV show, we're going to write a book, or we're going to have a radio show, or, you know, just something weird, like, you know, it's like so fantastical, so out of nowhere, so seemingly impossible. But it looks like this friend or this relative may actually have been able to pull some strings or find a way to pull that off, even though we could be here decades later. Maybe you want to entertain that thought. For your challenge this week with fire, we've got the Hangman reversed. Okay? The Hangman reversed is an interesting card because it talks about a refusal to compromise and coming off the fence about where you stand when it comes to taking your own side. Your challenge this week may be saying, look, I want to keep the peace. I don't, you know, I want to make sure that there's no controversy. Nobody likes to fight. Nobody likes to go out and do all those things. But the Hangman reversed is also saying your challenge is, okay, look, you've got to come off the fence and just kind of be on your own side. All right? Standing up for yourself, standing up for your own cause. You know, and a lot of this does seem to be coming back to that Queen of Swords reversed. Now remember, we may not encounter her at work. We may encounter her at, you know, she could be one of the neighbors. She could be a relative or a friend, you know, saying you owe her something. But you know, the thing about the Hangman reversed is, it's like, don't budge from your values, don't budge from your schedule, don't budge from your commitments. You know, your challenge this week is to not let yourself be bullied or guilt-tripped, you know, into making an unnecessary sacrifice. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Six of Pentacles, excuse me, reversed. A lot of you Virgo people may be doing your share of turning down this week, and this may be because love is going well anyway. There may be another person showing up that we probably won't necessarily want to spend too much time with. Even if you single Virgos, you know, who are just looking, just chatting with people, somebody may be kind of trying to win you over a bit too much, and they're not worth taking the chance on. You know, why ruin a good thing with somebody who just seems to be a bit more emotive? Yeah, they're trying harder, but sometimes they're trying too hard. And so if you are talking to somebody and another person shows up, we may be feeling like it's time to just kind of like let them go. You know, and the Six of Pentacles reverse can indicate a bit of a turn-off coming this week as well from somebody we've been crushing on. And we have to really think, is this, you know, is this the right person? For those of you who are currently coupled, the Six of Pentacles reverse is a little bit gentler. It doesn't seem to talk so much about you and your partner, but you and your partner turning somebody else down. This could be a relative, it could be one of our children, it could be deciding to cut somebody off, whether it's financially or socially. And you and your partner will have a united front about this. And it's actually a good thing that you do, because I think that maybe one of you has had a hard time getting the other person to come around to their way of thinking. But we're seeing the light, as it seems. So that is your horoscope, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.